find out along with her. Then it's your turn to take a guess as to what the heck this is. And of all the things we see today, look what got us all fired up as our unique find of the day. Join the crowd at the appraisal fair. I'm Leslie Heinman, and I'm in the middle of downtown Chicago, where we've set up our fair in some of the city's landmark buildings. This time, we're at the Richard J. Daley Center, and people from all over are bringing us their personal treasures and family heirlooms and stuff they've kept in the attic for years. They're here to get a free appraisal from our staff of experts who are going to tell them how much their things are worth. There are a lot of surprises in store. Let's look in at our first appraisal.
Hi, Joy. Thank you for bringing this.
Thank you for seeing me.
It's a wonderful coverlet, and it has a really fascinating family history. Tell me the story.
Well, this was my husband's, from my husband's family, and my husband's grandmother gave this to me in the 60s, and she told me the story of the 1814 when it was made in her family, and that her mother crossed the 1 and made it into a 4, so that if it was ever stolen, she would always know it was hers. She would always be able to find it.
That's a very interesting family story.
I wish I would have asked her more.
Right.
You know, more information about it. I'm sorry I didn't know.
Well, we can tell you a little bit about the history of it. 1847. Now, when you look at the way that this 4 is formed and this 1 is formed, I think probably the family tale that's gone down through history is the tail. And that, in fact, it was made in 1847.
Oh, and she didn't cross the 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. The style of it is very typical of coverlets that were made at that period of time.
Okay.
And when you look at how the numbers are formed, I think it probably really did date from 1847. Okay. The coverlets were made both as blankets and, you know, to be used to cover up the bed and for warmth. This coverlet is what's called a double weave, meaning that the front and the back are opposite. So when you look at the back, you have white where it's blue on the other side. Right, exactly.
As she mentioned to me.
And you can pull the 2 layers apart.
Okay.
So that they were not yet using a jacquard weave, or the jacquard weave was not as being used as actively at that time.
So this was 2 pieces then?
So it was 2 pieces that are woven together.
I see. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
In addition, each panel is half the width of the coverlet. So it's comprised of 2 panels because the loom was not wide enough to create the full width.
Sure.
And that's one of the ways when you look at coverlets to determine the age. In terms of its value, I would say that the price is probably between, say, $400 to $600 for it.
Okay. Well, that's nice to know. The history, I was really more interested in the history of it, and I learned a lot from you. Thank you.
Great. You're welcome. Thanks for bringing it.
Thank you.
So the family story was wrong. The coverlet really was made in 1847. We've discovered that family stories are only right about 60% of the time.
Barbara, tell me about the train that you brought in.
We had purchased a home a year ago, and I was cleaning behind the furnace, and when I had swept, I kept banging into something. When I pulled it out, it was this car, and it was also a transformer with it.
Was it in this condition when you found it?
It was full of dust. It was just an A shape of dust and dirt, so I just took a cotton swab and wiped it off a little.
Was this the only piece that you found?
The only one, yeah. The only piece.
It's a nice example of an American Flyer train, as you can see here. There's a label on it that says American Flyer lines. Also, there's a model number that says 4687. That's the model engine this is. Very nice color, very good condition. Only a small scratch on top, if you notice that.
Yeah.
Also, on the bottom, it's marked also. You can see American Flyer down on the bottom of the label. It's in very good condition. It's probably made 1940s.
Really?
Could be the late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice size, too. This is a standard gauge size. It's a larger version. It's a little bit more unusual to find this color.
Yeah, it is.
It's a nice color because they made them in green. Green is the most common.
Yeah.
If you notice it could pull cars from both ends. It has connector here and also a connector at the back. It could, pull cars from either end.
So it's not the engine, it's not
It is
the
the
major?
engine.
It is?
It's a major
oh,
engine.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it, ever.
In this condition, this model number, it's probably worth $450,
Really?
$500.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. That's great.
Thanks for bringing it
Oh,
in.
thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for praising
Yeah.
it.
Now it's time to test your skill at guessing what the heck this object is. Is it A, the official crown worn by King Louis XX? You know, King Louis XX had a very large head. Or B, a medieval headache cure? Alchemists created this, and people believed during medieval times that if you walked around with this over your head, together with a good bloodletting, that you would never have a headache. Or C, something called a bed crown. Fabric was draped over this, and it was attached to the wall, and it created a very pretty sort of draping over a bed. Okay, think about it, and I'll be back with the answer right after this.
Coming this summer, HGTV's most inspiring original series, Restore America with Bob Vila, premieres July 4th on HGTV.
Rayovac has the first alkaline battery that can be recharged, so its power lasts and lasts, and that can save you hundreds of dollars. So this Father's Day, instead of giving Dad something he'll never use, give him something he'll use over and over. Rayovac, rechargeable alkaline. Look for special savings on Rayovac chargers at these and other fine retailers.
Get ready to shape up for summer with HGTV. We're working out Memorial Day weekend with ideas to get your home, lawn, and garden in shape for summer. HGTV's Pat Simpson and Jody Marks, Paul James, Joan Steffen, and Kathy Renwald get you motivated and moving. So dig in for low-impact projects, high-impact results all weekend long. It's HGTV's Shape Up for Summer weekend, Memorial Day weekend on HGTV, Home and Garden Television.
So what was your guess as to what the heck this thing is? If you guessed C, you're correct. It is, in fact, a bed crown made in France about 60 years ago. It's made of metal and hung on the wall over the bed, and then beautiful fabric was draped over it, so it just sort of spilled elegantly over the top of a bed like a canopy. It sells for about $75. And now, on to our next appraisal.
Hi, Joan. What can you tell me about this pitcher and bowl set that you brought?
Well, I bought it about 25 years ago at the Naperville Heritage Antique Show.
Did they tell you anything about it?
No. Well, they had a little sticker on it that it was 1870 circa. So I don't know if that's true or not, but when you buy it.
Unfortunately, that date is not quite accurate because this was made by the A.G. Richardson Company, and the Crown Ducal mark that's on the bottom was not used until about 1925.
Oh, really?
And also style-wise, if you were to look at this flower band that's on the pitcher and the bowl, is Art Deco style.
Oh.
And that would date it, from the late 20s. They were used before, you actually had running water, and a lot of times so they were set up in a bedroom and someone could wash in the privacy of their own room. And let's just take a look at the mark for a minute. You can see Crown Ducal, and it says England. So when something had the country of origin on it, it dated after McKinley Tariff Act. So the 1870 would be not accurate. But you can definitely date it from about 1925. And the condition is nice. There are a few little glaze flakes, and in a piece this size, it's hard not to have that. So I think, I hope you'll be happy to find out what the value is. So I think in today's market, the value would probably be about $400.
No, that's good.
So
I only paid $25 for it.
Oh, you're kidding. That's great. Well, it's a nice piece, and I'm sure you enjoy having it.
Great. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate
thanks.
your appraisal.
Thanks.
Thank you.
She got a great buy for $25, and the fact that the pitcher and bowl are in such good condition greatly adds to their value. Remember to look for chips and cracks when you're buying pottery.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good, thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about this and how you acquired it?
Okay, this was actually a small wall shelf. I bought it from an antique show maybe 10 years ago. I know nothing about it other than the dealer said she felt it was very old. It's been hanging on my wall, and I've been enjoying it ever since.
Do you remember how much you paid for it?
Probably around $100, I believe.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It is a bracket, like you said, a wall bracket. Okay. To display things. This probably was used to display a clock originally, although you could display porcelain or whatever you wanted on it. These have been popular since the 18th century as a decorative device. The thing about this piece is it's a little later than the 18th century, but it's in an 18th century style. It's English Baroque style. It's very enthusiastically carved. It's exuberant. It's bold. You've got these acanthus leaves. Then you've got these wonderful giltwood dolphins. And this cobalt blue is so nice. It almost makes you feel like the dolphins are swimming in water. Then you've got this central thing here that has an urn, some trailing vines, some fruit. You've got a lot of different 18th century design elements going on in one piece, which was typical of 19th century revival. So this is probably mid-19th century, third quarter 19th century piece. So it does have some age. The gilding is wonderful on it. You'll see that it's a little worn, but I think that makes it look even nicer. I would not have it re-gilded. There's a lot of reproductions of brackets being made now, and they all have new, crisp gilding, and they look new and crisp. This has a wonderful patina, and I think if it were on the wall, it would look like an 18th century piece. And now, in terms of value, would you be surprised if I were to tell you that you would pay about $700 or $800 for this in an antique store?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You did really well.
It's actually more than I thought it would be worth. Almost quadruple my value.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing it in. We really appreciate it.
Coming up, this big vase is a big find, and this painting ropes in a huge price. Don't go away.
What country music got go crazy, one piece at a time.
We're kicking up a little country dust on the ranch, 93.9 FM.
I'm still the same old me.
Hello, darling.
Don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
We're your new country home, the ranch, 93.9 FM.
Guitars can't last, hillbilly music.
The ranch, 93.9 FM.
Bigfoot Carpet's giant warehouse sale. Thousands of rolls of carpet and vinyl at drastically reduced prices. Many prices actually below regular wholesale. Hundreds of rolls of carpet, sale price at only $2.99 a square yard. Hundreds of rolls of vinyl starting at only $3.99. Plus, buy now and pay no sales tax. That's right, pay absolutely no sales tax. No doubt about it, this is the best carpet and vinyl sale of the year. It's Bigfoot Carpet's giant warehouse sale right off Freeway 99 in Salida and downtown Modesto. Hurry, sale ends soon.
Are rich people taller than the rest of us? Are their loved ones more deserving of an airbag? Was the sun created solely for their enjoyment? Are we the only car company that doesn't think so? Century by Buick, full of amenities for under $20,000, loaded for under $24,000. Century by Buick, a luxury car for everyone.
Last year, Americans spent over $2.5 billion on products for their backs.
Here's a nice item.
Why is this market so large? It could be that some people aren't sleeping on the right mattress. We'd recommend a Sealy Posturepedic sleep system. Its patented coils give your back the correct support it needs. Posturepedic support, only from Sealy.
I'm not comfortable with this.
For your free brochure, call 1-800-283-2831.
You sure? Yeah, I'm sorry too. Honey, I tried every locksmith in the city and they won't take a check.
Consider the Visa check card. It automatically deducts from your checking account everywhere Visa's accepted, so you can get what you need.
What are you doing in there?
Nothing. And get on with life. Visa check card. It's everywhere you want to be.
Welcome back to the appraisal fair. And now, here's our next appraisal.
Evelyn, you brought a lot of Roseville in with you today. This is quite a piece. Do you have any information on it or any story about this?
Yes, I do have a story. My mother, for 20 years, went to grad sales.
Okay.
And sometime at the beginning of 1998, she called me over and said, I think I found something. And I said, I don't know, maybe we should investigate it. So we've just been, it's just been kind of sitting there since September, and I did look it up on the computer, and it did say that there is Roseville pottery out there.
Well, it is Roseville, and Roseville is American art pottery. It was made in Zanesville, Ohio. And for a while, it was kind of sat on dealer shelves, not really very popular, but there has been an explosion.
Oh, really?
Roseville pottery right now is one of the real hot potteries. Very, very hot collectible. Let's take a closer look at this vase. The design is freesia. It's crafted within a mold. In other words, the clay was laid into a mold, and this raised design was molded out into the pottery itself. The indentations are also part of the mold, and it gives the impression of movement. It gives the impression of warmth, and also gives this bright, springy look to the piece. This is quite a vase, and it's in excellent condition. I don't see any chips, marks. The coloring is beautiful on it. Roosevelt marked their pieces quite well, and I'm going to turn this over and show that the Roseville name is impressed. The shape or pattern number, and then the size is also indicated there.
Wow.
So we have all that information on the bottom. A vase like this, a few years ago, probably would sell for around $25 or $30.
Okay.
Nowadays, you would probably, a vase of this size and in this condition, probably be looking at somewhere in the $400 to $500 range.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
But it would look even better with some beautiful flowers coming out of the top.
Oh, wow. I think she only paid about $5.
Well, Roseville is, and it looks like for the near future that Roseville is going to continue to go up in price.
If you'd like to further your knowledge about antiques and collectibles, but you can't make it to the appraisal fair, here are some general guides that are sure to help you. Today's Hottest Collectibles is a basic guide that provides valuable information and prices on more than 9 different types of collectibles. From old-fashioned cookbooks and popular American cowboy collectibles to early television sets, it's amazing to see what's hot in collectibles today. Each category begins with an informative introduction and ends with a list of prices. It's published by Krause Publications and sells for $24.95. If you're a more serious collector of antiques, then check out Miller's Antiques Encyclopedia by Judith Miller. The book begins with a lesson in furniture basics and continues with a valuable lesson in how to identify different types of wood. It then moves ahead to provide hundreds of colorful photographs and detailed information on objects, from chairs to bears, and literally everything in between. It really is like a little encyclopedia. It's published by Antique Collectors Club and sells for $70. So if you want to become more informed about a specific antique or collectible, now you know where to go to look it up.
Hello, how are you doing today? This is a pretty spectacular painting you have here.
Well, I kind of thought so.
Yeah. How did you come across it? Have you had it for a long time, or?
I had it for quite a few years now. My dad is the one that came into this painting. He used to wreck houses around Chicagoland here.
Sure.
And from time to time, he used to find these things abandoned in these buildings that they were going to be torn down. So we had it at home now for, oh, I don't know how many years. You know,
hanging on the wall, or is it put away in a closet? Or?
It was in a closet.
The old painting in the closet story.
Right.
Well, it's really wonderful. And actually, we took a little look at it earlier, and we found a signature all the way in the lower right-hand corner, and we can see it all the way down here. And there it is. It says J.A. Ortel with the date of 1867. His name is Johannes Adam Ortel. So you can sort of tell it's not really an American name, but at 25 years old, he moved from Vienna to Newark, New Jersey, of all places. Oh. So, and painted a lot of historical scenes throughout this country. One of the things he's best known for is he did a lot of murals in the House of Representatives. But this particular painting falls in that historical category, and if you look at the painting, particularly, up toward the upper right, you can see, the Civil War soldiers. You can see the uniforms, and it's, very interesting. Obviously, this is a historical painting that relates to a scene from the Civil War. Very interesting as well that we find, and in the center of the painting, look, you can see the black figures on the horses here. Always interesting, especially during the Civil War. Now, so much more has come to light about, how the black soldiers and other people played a part, and here they are, helping to, pull the horses and the whole group along, and aside from that, it's just beautifully painted. I mean, the people watching it probably almost looks photographic. It's so beautifully done. We don't see that many paintings like this. With this kind of subject matter and that come up, at auction or are sold in galleries. He just didn't do that many. Of course, a lot of his works were murals. Have you ever had it appraised or had anyone take a look at it? No?
No.
So
I never did.
Interesting. Well, he really is a wonderful painter. I would say that if you had it reframed and cleaned up and you saw it hanging in a gallery, in other words, if you walked in a gallery and saw it on the wall, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a price tag on this painting of probably $40,000.
40,000?
Yeah.
That's enough to retire on?
Absolutely.
Wow, well, that's something.
Isn't it?
That is.
Yeah, well, you have something pretty special here.
Next on the Appraisal Fair, our find of the day lights up your day. Stay tuned.
Design at 9, an hour of decorating ideas, information, and inspiration you can only get here. Coming up next on Design at 9. Country at Home has the blues. Learn how to use shades of blue to energize your home. Then on Interiors by Design, it's a book lover's dream come true. Plus, Chris Casson-Madden spotlights a favorite style of designers and homeowners alike. It's all on Design at 9. Coming up next on HGTV, Home and Garden Television.
If you're looking for real heavy rain, look no further than La Push, Washington. For real big trees, Auric, California. Real early risers, Allagash, Maine. And for real ranch dressing, Hidden Valley. Made from the original recipe, it's how ranch is supposed to taste. Hidden Valley, we're keeping it real.
Welcome to the Home Depot Kids Workshop. Today we're going to be making a beautiful birdhouse. Everything okay? We need to put the bottom on first. There's one thing to show a young fella how to swing a hammer, but there's another thing to to hold a nail while he's swinging it. And we have a list of different items that they get to make, and some of them are very talented.
Esta es la casa del pájaro chiquito.
Anytime you can show any youngster how to do something and do it right, to me, that's the best reward you can have.
A lifetime with Iams.
Here, Casey. Here, boy. Oh, here, Casey. Come on, Casey. I'll race you.
Every day you feed your dog Iams, you help its chance for a long, healthy life. Iams is easy to digest, so more nutrition stays in your dog.
Come on, Casey.
Iams Dog Foods. Good for life. From the Iams Company.
S1 remote keyless entry by Titan. Get a lock on the future. So you spot a termite. Problem is, he's just one of many. Beat the termites with the Terminix team and our termite baiting program, featuring Centricon. Call 1-800-TERMINIX. No bugs, no hassles.
Resources about today's episode may be available by calling 423-694-7879, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, or visit our website at www.hgtv.com.
And now it's time for our find of the day. It's a creature from the world of fantasy who performs a very practical function. It's a working dragon, 100 years old, and still going strong.
It was my grandfather's. He arrived from Germany in 1896, and he died in 1914, so I know that it was his, during that time.
Right, and I think it was made around that time. It looks stylistically like it was made around the turn of the century.
Yeah.
What did he do with it?
Well, it's a cigar lighter.
Yeah?
If you see this is a wick.
Right.
And you put fluid in the body there,
right.
And it has a little wick that comes up, and then you can light it. It creates a flame. You can light your cigars that way.
Or light candles or whatever.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's a fire-breathing dragon.
Right.
I think it's absolutely beautiful. The wings and this cap are made of sterling silver.
Yes.
And we know it's American because it's marked sterling, which is the way American silversmiths obviously marked silver. This is bronze, and it's a very good quality.
Yes,
if you look
and
at
there's
the details.
a real horn here. This
Right.
is from an African animal, I guess, which they used at that time.
Right, and in those times they made interesting, bizarre objects like this. You know? Isn't it great? You can see someone carrying it around lighting people's cigars, can't you? Do you know?
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, right.
This kind of thing is really collectible these days. I'm sure you know that. It's hard to find really wonderful objects like
Well, for me, it's a memento of my grandfather.
Right, exactly.
And one of a couple of things that I've had from his house.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably worth around $1,000.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's really of great quality. Well, thank you for bringing it in. Thank you for lighting up our day. Okay, and that brings us to the end of our show for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
HGTV takes
and he remembers how to make it.
Whoa. He's got unbelievable hands, you know? Oh, yeah. All right.
Bounce down.
Oh, macho.
Nacho, me.
Sí.
Kiss me, kiss me.
Dale told me he was always the child that didn't want to go home. I mean, from as long as ago as he could remember. You know, he needed a group. He needed to lead. He needed a group of people to interact. You know, and I don't think that's all times for him, but he's wired like that.
They sent the wrong crane, but if they can't get it high enough in the air, they can't splay it out. Now they're going to try something else. I don't know what. And that's my head guy, Parks. He's been working for me for over 10 years. That's his son down there. I'll feel better when that last one's in there. All right, all right. Hey, how are you? I designed this and they said, oh no, it's going to look like earrings hanging over the Grand Canal. But I don't think it looks like earrings, do you?
How's it unfold?
It's hard, you know, I'm right in the middle of it, so it's sort of hard to tell. People seem to respond pretty well, especially the Italians.
Italian?
Yeah, they're liking it.
How are you holding up on all this?
Oh, I'm managing.
Is this the last installation?
Yeah, we're calling it the last, and it probably will be the last. I don't think I can get him to do any more. We're going to light it from outside. Maybe from down there. I don't know yet. They're halfway up on this thing, and pretty soon it's going to switch to some ball forms, and it'll change a lot on the top.
We're such fans. This is thrilling. This is why we're in Venice.
Glad you like it. Hello, how are you? Hey! There you go. How about, what's the name of that white wine with the bubbles in it?
Prosecco.
Yes, Prosecco. Isn't that stuff great?
Yes.
Bye-bye. I don't know how I feel exactly. I mean, I'm still kind of shell-shocked. I can't, you know, I can't get a good perspective on it. I suppose that's a bad sign, you know, but That's the way I really feel, is I just don't know what, I don't quite know what we did. I do know that I've had a lot of, you know, the Italians say, they come up to you and say, complimenti, complimenti, you know, congratulations. But of course, the ones that don't like it aren't going to tell you that they don't like it. In Italy, the emphasis was not on the glass making because we were so preoccupied with putting up the chandeliers. But there's no doubt that in Finland, Ireland, and Mexico, the teamwork aspect of it was superb. Everybody chipped in and it worked great, and there was a lot of goodwill and friendship and warm feelings about the project. For 2,000 years, I've been making glass in this town, but yet nobody ever took the glass outside and put it into the elements, into the weather. And guess what? We did it. I would have liked to have done it over the canals more so. We just couldn't get permission to hang it over the canals in the way I wanted to. But someday we will. In the meantime, we gave it our best shot. We put it up over some of the canals. We put it up in the compost. We put it up in the gardens. It's not exactly where I wanted to do it, but some of the time I got it where I wanted. And the rest of the time we try to put it in the most beautiful places we could in Venice. We'll just top this off by putting Venice on here somewhere. Where do we put it? How about right here? Venice, the Wizard of the Sea.
To order the companion book or a videocassette copy of Chihuly over Venice, please call 1-800-937-5387.
Celebrate the treasures from the past and go behind the scenes to see their restoration on The World of National Geographic. Tomorrow night at 8, right here on Television of Distinction, Channel 6.
Major funding for Chihuly over Venice has been provided by George and Jane Russell, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and PBS viewers like you, the John and Mary Shirley Foundation, and Clifford Curry and Delight Stone. Additional funding was provided by Duff and Dorothy Kennedy, Frank E. Everett, Jeff Smith, the Frugal Gourmet, Mr. and Mrs. Steve Winwood, the Corning Foundation Incorporated, and by the following additional funders: